Clash of the Castle was the most predictable pay-per-view I've seen in a long time. Nothing really happened that was surprising. First off, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Fine match. It was okay. And then the ending, his foot was underneath the rope, so technically the ref shouldn't have counted. But you know, it's like have some your main eventers lose. It's like I want Cody Rhodes should have lost here. Cody Rhodes should have lost here. But it's like every single time I watch a lower pay per view, I'm not surprised. The main championship, WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, are not changing on these pay per views. You gotta wait till SummerSlam. You gotta wait till WrestleMania. Those are it. That's it. That's the only two that they actually change. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Nothing changes. Uh, and even if you're gonna have Gunther lose, or let's just protect everything we do. We're gonna protect everything. Everything's got to be protected. It's kind of annoying. Just let people lose, man. And I'm not even saying Gunther should lose here. Gunther shouldn't lose here. Gunther should have won here. Gunther should have absolutely won here. The story that you tell should have been Gunther beating Cody Rhodes, and then Cody Rhodes trying to get revenge for himself and for his hero. No. No, for some reason Gunther just lost. And you know what? The worst part is I think Gunther's going to end up winning it later. And they're gonna be like, look, surprise! I just do it in Clash in Italy, bro. Just do it here. Let Cody lose clean here and let him have to rise up to try and beat Cody. I don't know why they didn't do that. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. And you know what also didn't make sense to me? Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill was a much better match than Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. It was much better. It was much better. It wasn't close. It wasn't close. It was so much better. Shout out to Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. They actually have way better chemistry than I would have thought. Jade actually can wrestle whenever she's with Rhea Ripley. Jade's cool. I'm a little angry already, but Jade's sick. I actually like Jade. I like Rhea Ripley. I think some people are way too harsh on Jade. I do think that. I do think they are way too harsh. And then we have Oba versus Brock. Whatever, man. 7 F5s. Anyone. The Kimura lock was cool to see, though. The Kimura lock was sick. So I saw the Kimura lock. I haven't seen Brock do that since. Probably, I don't know. Probably Roman. He probably did John Cena's match. Now I'm going to look stupid, but him standing up with the Kimura lock. I've seen John do that sometimes. It's always sick. I love seeing that. But yeah, I mean, and then Brock wins. Not surprised. Rhea Ripley wins. Not surprised. Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka. This was a good match. I enjoyed this match actually. And Sol Ruka won. This one is the one I'm completely fine with. This, if I booked this is exactly how I would have done it too. This is exactly how I would have done it. It was a fine match. It was all right. I'll say that till the end. Then we have Roman versus Jake Paul too. This was worse than their last match. I enjoyed it, but it was worse than their last match, and it was probably my least. It was probably like my second least favorite match of the night, behind Oba Brock. Oba Brock was fun to watch though. Like they gave me belief for a second that Oba was gonna win, and he did not. And this match was fine. They went through the crowd. He hit him with the ice bucket. He squashed his finger with the thing. And then after the match, this is what I got upset about. Is they're walking away, and then Solo Sikoa is there, bro. It's just over and over and over and over. Let Roman face other people, man. I do not want to see Roman versus Solo Sikoa again. I don't. I don't want to see Roman versus Tama Tonga. I don't want to see Roman versus Tala Tonga. I don't want to see him versus Tonga Loa. I don't want to see him with Cobb, even though those two are fired. Okay, no more, bro. Stop having him face Samoans, bro. Let him go out. Let him face other people, man. Let them face other people. I do not want to see a War Games where it's Bloodline 1 versus Bloodline 2.0 again. I don't need to see that. Roman could be so good. Roman is very good. Let him face a Chad Gable. Let him face. I think him versus El Grande Americano would be interesting. Reward El Grande Americano. Him versus Dominic Mysterio. Him versus just anyone else is so much more interesting than him versus the Bloodline again. Have Roman face Gunther would have been awesome. Have Roman face. I'm scrolling down. A Vikingo. That would be the funnest. That would be the funniest match I'll ever see. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Roman Reigns. Perfect. Ray Phoenix, Penta. Those would be great against him. Let Roman face Oba. That's going to happen eventually. Let Roman face. These are SmackDown superstars. I'm not going to say SmackDown. Let Roman face. Tyler Hill's kind of fun. Let Roman face Rusev. Let Roman face Seth Rollins, Montez Ford. Let him face LA Knight next. Let him face that. This Javon Evans. Do you know how much fun a Javon Evans versus Roman Reigns match would be? That would be so much fun. There's so much you can do here, and then instead they're like, well, let's just rehash Solo Sikoa. No, bro. Solo Sikoa, every time I see him and he's treated like he's a serious force, he gets boring, bro. Let him be a comedy mid-carder. Just let him do that, bro. He should not be facing for the WWE title. He should not be facing for anything even close to the sort. Let him face other people. Let him face other people. That's all I'm trying to say. That's the only person I want to see Roman face who he faced before is Kevin Owens. I want to see Kevin Owens win the title. That's it. If Kevin Owens came back and he faced Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, I would be happy. I would be. That's it. And then they revealed the King of the Ring bracket. Oh, let me show you what the King of the Ring bracket is, because it's crazy. Look at this, okay? Look at this. Penta, Femi, Sikoa, Hayes. Femi wins. Okay. But okay, let me wait. Okay. Mysterio, Breaker, Williams, Priest. Breaker wins. Breaker versus Femi. Brock Lesnar interrupts. It's Breaker wins. And then Rollins is going to win. It's going to be Rollins freaking Breaker again. Rollins wins this time, so it's Rollins versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Please, just do something. Have Braun Breaker win it. Have Braun Breaker win it. You know how cool it'd be if Braun Breaker beats Seth and is facing Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? That's so cool. Literally, I want to see Rollins versus. I do want to see Rollins versus Reigns, because they're one of the few people where they actively will. There's no pictures together with them. There's no this. There's no that. All you see whenever they're next to each other is hate. So I'm not even mad about that. I'm not even that mad about that. But Evans would be sick. Saints would be sick. Tala Tonga out of here, man. Get Tala Tonga out of here. Uso, Knight would be sick. Royce Keys versus Roman Reigns would be sick. Balor would be fine. Balor, I feel like, should be going for Cody's title. Penta would be sick. Femi would be sick. Hayes would be sick. Mysterio, Breaker would be sick. Williams would be sick. You know, and the fact that they're going 3 for 4 on every single one of these is crazy. And you know what? You know what's also dumb? Why are we doing 4 matches of 4? Why can't you cannot be like, booking is so easy. All you have to do is do a huge tournament at the start, the week after WrestleMania. Start a huge tournament between all your superstars, every single one of them, constantly just facing each other. And you're like, well, there's going to be releases. Okay, fine. Start it the week after Backlash, because by then you usually get the thing already happens. Just have them face. Just do them. It's them. Do it one-on-one. and then just do one-on-ones until you get to the final two. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. And then if you go online, that's all everyone says. And then every year they do the same thing. Actually, last year was a 3-person, and people were upset. And they went, let's just do 4. And then let's look at the women's tournament. Let's look at the women's tournament, shall we? Let's take a look at the women's tournament. Liv Morgan, that's the champion. Why is the champion there? What is she doing? Lynch, I like Becky Lynch. That's fine. Alexa Bliss, that's fine. Chelsea Green, I like Chelsea Green. That's fine. Sol Ruka, perfect. Valkyria, Lyra Valkyria, great, excellent, perfect. She should be. Hold on. I'll keep saying to people. Flair, great. Cargill, sure. She just lost, but that's completely fine. Perez, yes, absolutely. Perez should be on every single one of these. Io Sky, absolutely. She should be champion, but sure, absolutely. Julia, yes. Flash Legend, absolutely. That's a 4 for 4 right there. Bailey, yes. Rodriguez, Raquel Rodriguez has faced the world champion 4 times, lost 4 times. Out of the 6 months she held the title, Stephanie Vaquero held the title. I think it was 6 months. I've seen her face Raquel Rodriguez more times than I would like to. I think she should have a break from the main event scene. She should not be in Queen of the Ring. JC Jane. Yeah, absolutely. JC Jane should be here. I think she should win the thing. That's what I think. I think she should win the thing. JC Jane or Lyra Valkyria should win it. Or, yeah. Karen James, sick. Where's Jordan Grace? Jordan Grace is sick. Jordan Grace is one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet. Where is she? Missing in action. I see her on main event. Why am I not seeing her on their shows? It's so easy to book people. Just put her on the show. Blake Monroe. Coming soon. Coming soon. She was there last week. Why is she coming soon now? But that's fine. She didn't wrestle, so it doesn't count. That's fine. I think them doing promos are fine, actually. I think that's fine. But she should be in this tournament. That should be her debut. Let her win the tournament. That'd be sick. Everyone would be like, that's great. Blake Monroe versus Rhea Ripley, SummerSlam. Hype. Everyone would love that. Everyone would love that. Ivy Nile. Every time I watch an Ivy Nile match, I'm like, this girl has gotten better and better every single time I see her. Every single time I see Ivy Nile, I think she has gotten better. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. That's all I'm trying to say, man. It's ridiculous. And why is the champion here, man? What is she doing here? There's so much talent. Yes. But why is she here? And there's so much talent left off. And every time I watch the show, I feel like Raws are generally good. That's just it. They're generally good, but they should be amazing. They have the talent. They should be amazing. SmackDowns are usually terrible, but they should be good. At minimum, they should be good because they have the talent. They're just not using certain people, and they're scared. This is WWE's biggest problem this year. This is their biggest problem I've noticed, is they are playing scared. They're playing scared and predictable. Throw in a wrench. Do this, do that. Have Io Sky just do something. Have Io Sky be your champion. She's the best wrestler you have. And you know what you did? You made your other best wrestler lose. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? It's... Clash and Castle was a good pay-per-view, but it was so predictable that it dropped its rating so far to a... the wrestling was like a 6 to 6.5 out of 7 out of 10. You know, I liked pretty much every match. But it was just like, oh my gosh. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes should have been a barn burner. That should have been the match of the night. But they were like, go 20 minutes and do a stupid finish. I don't even think they went 20. I think they did 10. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have the best wrestling roster in the world. AEW's is great. AEW's is great. But in my personal opinion, I'm invested in the WWE roster. I like this roster. And you're just not using it correctly. What are you doing? What are you doing?